like histones, tubulins, actins, and morphogenetic factor. Morphogenetic factor. So these are some protein component which are translated from the mRNA which are already present in the oocyte cytoplasm. Now the next point is synthesis of new messages. That is, what are the messages? New messages means new mRNAs occur after 12 hours after fertilization. So synthesis of new messages occur 12 hours after fertilization. So after 12 hours we can see that there is a burst of protein synthesis occur, and before this 12 hour some new mRNAs are also transcribed because but the level of transcription of new mRNA is very low. That is why we cannot say that that particular time is appropriate for the synthesis of new transcription of mRNAs, or you can say DNAs, whatever it is. So synthesis of new messages occur 12 hours after fertilization, but in some cases a less amount of mRNAs also formed or transcribed before the 12 hour of fertilization. Initial hours after fertilization so translation of what? Translation of mRNAs which already present in oocyte cytoplasm. So initial hours after fertilization, so translation of mRNAs which already present in the oocyte cytoplasm, as we see from this diagram. Now unfertilized egg, in case of unfertilized egg, in case of unfertilized egg of sea urchin, an inhibitor present. So an inhibitor binds with translation initiation factor initiation factor. What is this factor? The name of this factor EIF4E. So this is the initiator factor of translation. At 5 prime end, 5 prime end of several mRNAs, and prevent those mRNAs translation and prevent those mRNAs translation. So in case of fertilized egg, an inhibitor is present. What is the role of the inhibitors? The inhibitor which is present in case of unfertilized egg block the function of EIF4E. What is the role of EIF4E? EIF4E is the translation initiation factor. It initiates translation. But the inhibitor which is present in case of unfertilized egg, it blocks the function of EIF4E at the 5 prime end of several mRNAs. So they prevent the mRNA's translation. In case of unfertilized egg. Now, suppose we draw a diagram. This is the imaginary diagram for understanding purpose only. Suppose this is mRNA. This is the mRNA. This is the 5 prime. So this is the 5 prime end and 3 prime end of mRNAs. Now, this is the translation initiation factor. This is the translation initiation factor EIF4E. And there is another protein. This is inhibitory protein. So this is the inhibitor. This is the inhibitor. This is the imaginary diagram for understanding purpose only. So this inhibitor inhibits EIF4E. So EIF4E does not able to bind with other transcription other factor that initiate translations of this particular mRNA. This is mRNA. This is the case of unfertilized egg. So this is the case of unfertilized egg. Now, unfertilized egg. Now, when fertilization occur, so no translation. In case of unfertilized egg, there is no translation. But after fertilization, what happened? This is the after fertilization. After fertilization, what happened? After fertilization, this inhibitor which binds with EIF4E and blocks the function of EIF4E is degraded. This is the inhibitor. Now this inhibitor is degraded. Now this mRNA is now translated because EIF4E is free and binds with other several factors that initiate translation. So translation, initiation, translation, initiation. So after fertilization, the inhibitor which is present or which is binds with the translation initiation factor is phosphorylated and degraded. Phosphorylated and degraded. So due to absence of this inhibitor, now EIF4E is free and binds with other factor and initiate the translation process. Now the next we discuss about, we take an example through which we can easily understand